All right, good afternoon. Welcome back here to Trader Minute. Great to have you aboard. I last challenge we went and we looked at how many times we were in a challenge trade and the trade got downgraded. And it's one of those things that yeah, it's been a pretty high percentage of trades where we're in and during the time that we're in, a downgrade comes in. And I don't know what to make of it. It's not something where we saw that, tremendously in the prior challenge, but it's always something that can happen and something that can, take place here and something that have to be aware of. And today, yeah, we got two downgrades. And I talked about the Disney one this morning. And but also Apple had two price target downgrades, so they're not terrible downgrades, but yeah, two price target downgrades, one from J.P. Morgan, one from Piper. So yeah, both trades I guess technically downgraded here today. I don't make anything of it. It's it's not the first time, it won't be the last, and it's just kind of the way they go at times. But it's something where sometimes we see it just be a one-day stall and then boom, off they go. But at times it can keep a trade from really really going anywhere. All that said, it doesn't influence the decision-making process at all. It doesn't affect the stock exit level, the profit level, the target dates, or anything like that. So all of that is is the same here. So let's go put the pricing in. We have 220 or 2025 and 725. So here we go, 725 and 2025. So a little bit better than where it was this morning. Disney up about just shy of 400. Apple up just shy of 1,000. Challenges just over 8,000 here, where it sits. So we'll continue to hold both of these positions and go with them. We have seen some Vega come out of both of them. That implied volatility. It's one of the reasons why we look at Disney here. And if you look at Disney, it has a delta of 214. Stock's down $1. So the option should be down 214 bucks, right? That's what it should be down. Well, it's down 460. What's going on, right? What's happening there? We're losing implied volatility. And you say, well, the stock's down. We normally don't lose implied volatility. And you're right. We typically will not lose implied volatility when the stock is down. But today we are. And, that is just a product of the very high volatility or implied volatility in the overall market. And we are seeing stocks in general losing implied volatility here today. We've lost a little bit of Apple here today as well with the implied volatility. We should be up on the day based on the delta. We should be up about $700 on Apple on the day, and we're only up 500. So it is, it's one of those where the IV is kicking in, but the downgrade on Disney, not exactly fun, but is what it is. Overall market still bullish in terms of the metrics and everything else here. I know yesterday we had a reversal and all of that, and we talked about it yesterday that it just means nothing when it comes to what happens in the market going forward here. I do think, though, today's lows do mean something, where if we were to see the market break today's lows, we'd be talking about another leg down. But for the moment, that isn't the case, and so nothing really to react to. The metrics, they improved yesterday, even with the sell-off. They continue to improve today. The market vibe is up to a 5. It's gone from -9 up to 5 in a matter of 3 days. That's a massive movement. It's going to struggle getting above that in the near term, but that's an absolute monster move in the metrics here, and deserved based on everything we've seen shift and change. We've seen stronger rallies and it not shift the metrics. And this one here, though, is shifting the metrics. Now, there are no new challenge signals here this afternoon. If we look at the bullish crossover list, it's the same as this morning: FedEx, UPS, Las Vegas Sands, Ford, EWW, and UPS was a signal yesterday. Ford, I thought it had a chance of having a signal, but it's not there. Here for Ford, the sell-off has just been a little too extreme for it to create a signal right here. So even though we do have a higher low, we're not looking at a new signal coming in for Ford here today. A lot of the stocks that have triggered here over the last, this week, Monday and yesterday, they're still in their bullish modes. They're still in that, in that mode of upside, and still very buyable in most cases, and something where, if we had cash for the challenge, I would be looking to get in. One that I looked at today and said, do I take the 1,000 for the challenge and put it into it? Is JD. But the options just don't justify it here, at least not yet. So we'll see. But with JD Signal being Monday, it's not like I can get into it anymore here because we would have a time stop kicking in tomorrow. But maybe it pulls back another 50 cents and then gives us another upside crossover to go after. But we'll see. But nothing there to really jump into. From an option standpoint, even with some of those older signals that we saw earlier this week. So we'll continue to run with Disney. We'll continue to run here with Apple and take those into the close. And, hopefully we get a little, nice little continuation rally on them tomorrow and allow us to take them into the 3-day weekend. The market is closed on Friday for Good Friday, and will be normal hours tomorrow for the market, and then it'll just be closed on Friday and then reopen Monday, normal hours as well. Thanks for hopping on. Have yourselves a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.